good 17, 18 pounds away.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Bumstead and his latest physique update at 8 weeks out of this year's Miss Olympia. As him and his coach Hani Rambod, they had a short training camp together where Hani Rambod made sure that cbum is on the track to present one of his best looks on the stage ever. So will he beat his 2022 look, which was arguably his best look ever? In my opinion, that was his best physique ever. And also the best physique we ever saw on a classic physique stage, ever since this division was created back in 2016. And looking back at some of his pictures from the Olympia 2022 prep, and that was actually his first prep with Hani Rambod. And if we compare that one to his recent one, you can see that he maybe looked a little bigger back in 2022 compared to his now 8 weeks out look. But then again, different gyms, different lighting, it all matters. So for the record, Hani Rambod revealed it in this video that cbum is about 17 pounds away from making his classic physique weight cutoff. And I have to say the man looks pretty damn lean right now in these updates. So this is the point where they will start to push even harder.
Good 17, 18 pounds away. So we got time, but we got to start really moving in that direction. But it was a really good chest workout.
Mostly cutting his food and his calories and upping his cardio. So in reality, Chris never has had any problems whatsoever making that weight cutoff. And I believe this one will also be smooth like the previous years. So cbum looks to be in a decent spot for 8 weeks out. And the plan is not just to win another Miss Olympia. The plan is to dominate the entire competition. The plan is to show up at his all-time best. And if this is the year when he finally hangs up the posing trunks, when he finally retires, then he wants to do it at the top of his game. And what a legacy that will be to leave the sport of bodybuilding at your career's best look ever. So do let me know what you guys think. Is this cbum's last year? The one thing that Michael Krizo absolutely loves is being in the gym and training hard and heavy. And this is the statement: the sooner he is given the green light to start training again, the better he will feel. But up until that time, this is gonna be a very difficult process. So the body dysmorphia kicks in really damn hard, and you need to be mentally really strong to actually fight that, to go through that. So people will have very mixed feelings regarding his current look watching his recent update. Because from the looks of it, it seems like Krizo has lost a lot of his gains. And people are gonna say that he lost all that just in a few days. But the thing is, he has been off everything since Emperor Classic Spain. And the reality is, with a good pump and a good lighting, that will make one hell of a difference on your overall physique, on your overall look. And that is why all of us take pictures post-workout when we are all pumped up and vascular. And we are used to watching Krizo so round and so 3D and so bubbly. Not to mention bursting full, that these pictures kinda jump at you. But muscle memory is such a powerful thing that he is gonna be back to his trademark size literally in weeks once he starts his training again. And actually the way he is supposed to train, he's gonna bounce back in no time. So this year's Miss Olympia lineup, especially the top 10 guys, that could have been way better if Michael Krizo was there. But still, I am excited to see him do his first ever Arnold in 2025, and that is gonna be the one in Olympus. So with the prize money of being $500,000, we are gonna witness one of the greatest Arnold Classic lineups ever. The best that we would have ever seen in a long time. Because $500,000, that is a lot of money. So looking forward to Krizo coming back to the stage next year. Next up is the physique update of Kon Pearson. The former 212 champion Kamal once again said that if Keone puts it all together, it is game over once again. So I believe he gave this statement after the Olympia 2022 when Keone finished 6th. And the next year he was able to dethrone Sean Carrera to win his first ever Miss Olympia title. And just take a look at the comment that Kamal left under Keone's latest post. So this update is 7 weeks out. So it's time to dig deep and surpass the conditioning that he brought at the Olympia last year. And if he's able to do that, my god, this is gonna be nuts. So this is gonna be without a shadow of a doubt the biggest physique of Keone to ever step on any bodybuilding stage. Considering that this was his first time solely focusing on just one show, getting ready for just one show, Miss Olympia, and dedicating the whole year to getting bigger, to grow. So Keone did take 1 year off back in 2020 when he decided not to do the Olympia altogether. But his physique at that time that wasn't even close to this polished version that he currently has. So Keone is now posting on his YouTube channel as well. And he's moving quite some heavy weights, even though he must be on the low carbs right now, on the low food at the moment. So again, I'm gonna say if Sean isn't able to win the title back this year, it's safe to say that it is gonna be game over for him, and for everyone else for that matter. Because Sean is in his 40s now, and he's not getting any younger. While Keone, on the other hand, he will have the opportunity to compete in the men's open bodybuilding at the Arnold Classic 2025. He has always shown interest in that, and if that happens, that is gonna be such a treat for all of us bodybuilding fans. Next up, we have another physique update of Samson Dao. Just look at those feathers in his triceps. The updates that we have seen from Samson during these last few weeks, especially after this year's Arnold, especially after starting this year's Miss Olympia prep, they have shown us one thing, that Samson Dao has never looked this good for 7 to 8 weeks out of any show that he has done. And for the bat, who is real close with Samson Dao and who picked him to win the Olympia this year, he explained why he has Samson Dao winning the show against the likes of Derek and Hadi Chopin. So Nick Walker also talked about this, that he had some talks, some conversations with Samson Dao after he lost this year's Arnold's, and Samson took that criticism very seriously and very personally, and he has this deep desire to prove everyone wrong come Olympia this year. So Fuad also has the same opinion, that Samson has never been this motivated ever before, and we have all heard it time and time again, and that too from everyone. The fans, the bodybuilding experts, the judges, that if Samson Dao truly brings in that next level of conditioning, if he is truly peeled out of his mind, he is gonna be Miss Olympia.
The thing is, if anybody thinks anything like behind the scenes, like Samson has a fire lit in him this year that I haven't seen before. And so I think that's what I'm basing my decision on.
Sure.
Because I just think, like I said, Tyler, Jim, any analyst I've ever heard speak has basically said if Samson gets shredded, he will win.
And so far, all we know is that he was at his best at this year's Arnold UK, and that still wasn't good enough for the judges to give him the title there. So if they judge this year's Miss Olympia based on who wins the most shots, and let's assume that Samson still loses both of the back shots, he can still cover some ground in some of the front shots and also the side shots, because his front shots are extremely impressive, very aesthetic, and he is extremely thick and dense from the side as well. So the abs and thighs, that one pose that Samson Dao cannot win, because Hadi Chopin has that locked in. So what do you guys think? Is Samson Dao on a mission to shock the entire bodybuilding world this year? Next up is the update of the former 212 Miss Olympia, as well as the reigning Masters Olympia champion, Kamal. So the man is about to turn 53 years old in November. And whenever we talk about the longevity in professional bodybuilding, the first name that comes to everyone's mind, that is the Blade Dexter Jackson. And I believe Kamal should also be discussed in that category. And I have to say this is the most amount of fat that we have seen on Kamal as far as I can remember. Because last year was the first time, since 2018, when he skipped the 212 Miss Olympia. He did win the Masters Olympia title last year against Max Charles and Phil Klahar. And that was a show where Kamal really showed his domination, because he was able to beat guys who were 40 pounds heavier than him. So I don't think any human can look as perfect as Kamal did at the age of 51 last year. So the question is he retired? Well, not officially. We do however know that there isn't gonna be any Masters Olympia this year, but the IFBB plans to organize it in 2025, and maybe Kamal will return to defend his title. Now another thing that we know is that he's back in the gym, training regularly once again. So how good was Kamal? That is really evident from his statistics. He made his Olympia debut back in 2018, and he placed third that year, and he won the Olympia the very next year. So, one of the best to ever grace the bodybuilding stage. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.